how's it going, everybody? If you didn't know, last night was the 84th Annual Academy Awards, or as we like to call them, the Oscars, or as a lot of other people like to call it, the Snub Awards. Usually, in the last couple of years, the Oscars haven't been that good. I mean, it wasn't great this year, but actually, believe it or not, I actually like the Oscars a lot this year. And I think that goes a lot to Billy Crystal as a host. Billy Crystal is one of the greatest hosts of all time. And he's one of the greatest actors, too. He has this amazing stage presence, and his jokes are so funny. So I'm just going to surf through the entire thing and just talk about, really quick, about who I thought should have won and who won, my reaction, and everything. First of all, Billy Crystal as a host, once again, great host. His comedic timing and his comedic jokes, most of the time, were absolutely hilarious. There was a point, you remember, when one of the Academy Award executives was talking about thank you for your cooperation or whatever it was, because I wasn't paying attention. And then Billy Crystal cuts to him and he's like, "Oh, you sent the crowd into a frenzy." They did this thing every so often, like once or twice every hour, where they would just go talk to celebrities, and they were usually talking about their childhood and what made them become actors, like their favorite movies, like their favorite memories of movies and everything. And some of them included Adam Sandler, Tom Cruise, Reese Witherspoon. This is those I just remember off the top of my head. And I remember Reese Witherspoon talking about a movie called On Board, or something like that, and she got emotional. And that's kind of like what happened with me with the You Reviewers Awards when I made that video. And it just shows you how down to earth and how like heartwarming these celebrities are, and it just makes it shows you why they're actors and actresses. It was nice. At one point, though, Michael Bay was shown talking. He had no right being there. Michael Bay, I respect him as a visual artist, but he had no right being there. Boom, bang, boom, bang, boom, boom, explosions, blah! Bayformers! Bullshit in disguise. In the very beginning, there was like a big collage of like movies, just movies overall, like big movies, that reasons why we go to the movies and everything. First one was Forrest Gump. They had Star Wars in there. They had a lot of great movies in there. But the second or third movie they showed was a clip from Twilight. Why is Twilight at the awards? It had no right being in that collage with all the great movies that are in there. That baffled me. Also, in terms of actresses and their dresses, I was very, very surprised at how hot-looking Mila Jovovich, is that right? Whatever. Mila Jovovich, the girl from Resident Evil and all the crappy movies that have come up in the last decade, she looked hot. The Cameron Diaz and Jennifer Lopez one, people don't like Cameron Diaz as much, but I have to admit, I love her, and I still think she looks really, really attractive for her age. I mean, she has kind of like a man a little bit in the facial area, but she is pretty attractive. And Jennifer Lopez with the very revealing dress, and apparently I thought I saw her nipple too. They said there's a nip slit, and I think I saw it too, which would give away the fact that she has. That would be inappropriate for a YouTube video, but yeah. The Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis bit, I thought it could have been a little bit better, but for what they did, let's go on to the nominations. I'm like in shallow water here. I have no idea what I'm talking about for most of this, but I need to see. I've never seen Hugo. That's terrible. Yeah, with sound mixing, I kind of thought Transformers or Warhorse should have won. I mean, Transformers had great sound mixing, just like the effects, like but Hugo won. Hugo actually swept in a lot of nominations and categories. Hugo also won for sound editing, but I have nothing to really say about that because I didn't see the movie, so sorry. Makeup. This was actually pretty hard. They had Albert Knowles, which was with Glenn Close as a man, or she looked like a man at least. Very convincing too. Harry Potter and Iron Lady. Seriously though, in makeup, Harry Potter should have won this by a landslide. Landslide. But Iron Lady won, which is, I mean, no, I don't like that. Harry Potter should have won that, really. Come on, for the makeup that they did for that movie, Come on. I keep hearing about this movie Separation and it won for Best Foreign Film, so I'll just give it a clap. Good for you. Film editing went to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and people saying Chris Stuckman said that it was like the fastest paced 3-hour movie that he's ever seen in his life. So I'm gonna wait till it comes out on DVD before I watch it. I didn't get the chance to watch it when it came out. See, this is what happens. I didn't see a lot of movies in December. I saw Mission Impossible, and that's it. Really, yeah, that's it. So I need to watch a lot of movies when they come out. I am overdue for movies in that month. The best feature documentary went to Undefeated, which was a football film. I played all 4 years of high school football in my high school. Greatest 4 years of my life. So now I feel like I need to watch this movie because it looks very good. And I remember getting emotional a lot in my last 2 years, especially my last year. But I'm getting emotional thinking about it now. See Vikings forever. Get after that ass. Just so now if football movies come out or like sports movies come out and they remind me of my high school memories, my Viking boy is going to come out of me in those reviews. So be ready for that. Costume design went to the artist. No surprise there. It looked like the costumes for that film were very spectacular. It felt like you were watching a movie from that time period, so it makes sense. Cinematography went to Hugo. Now, from what I saw in there, I think it should have gone to probably Warhorse, because I love the cinematography in that film. Or maybe even like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo or Tree of Life, even though I didn't see that, but it looked great in Tree of Life. But Hugo won that too, so again, I need to see that movie. Best original song went to Man or Muppet. I was so happy that it won. I was so happy. Am I a man or am I a Muppet? Best original score went to the artist. Now, seeing that the artist was a silent film and it was carried by performances and music makes sense. But I really, really think Warhorse, Hugo, or Tintin should have won. I would have loved to see John Williams win another one. He's truly one of the greatest musical artists ever. Ever. Best visual effects went to Hugo. What the f? Best animated film went to Rango. Loved Rango. Was so surprised by it when I first saw it back like almost a year ago. Congratulations, Rango. You deserved it. Octavia Spencer won for Best Supporting Actress in The Help. Seemed like she deserved it. Props to you. Hope this carries your career to further endeavors. Good ones. Christopher Plummer won Best Supporting Actor in The Beginners, and I need to see that movie too because I heard that movie was great too. Mark Ellis said it was one of his favorite movies of the year. Yeah, congratulations to you too. You were a great actor as well. Loved you in Sound of Music when I was a kid. Meryl Streep won for Best Actress. And to quote what she said on stage, "Oh, come on! Jean J. Jujan. Jean de Jujan won Best Actor." No, I really don't have much to say about this guy. I don't. It's weird, but I'm speechless about it, so, you know what? Congratulations, Jean. I hope you are in more movies and you just don't disappear. Because if you disappear after this movie and make nothing in America, then what the f***? For Best Directing, it went to the guy who made The Artist, whose name is... Oh god, here we go. Michel Hazanavicius? Michel Hazanavicius? Michel Hazanavicius. Congratulations. You made a good movie that hopefully people remember in 10, 20 years. Good for you. No surprise here. The Artist won for Best Film. And I'm watching at the end of the semester for one of my classes because it's like it's a blage now because it's like being talked about everywhere. Like the first silent film in over 80 years. Actually, 1928 they said. Yeah, over 80 years. There were still ridiculous snubs. 50-50, Warrior, Andy Serkis, others that I want to talk about, but I'm going to stop now. But overall, with Billy Crystal hosting and everything else, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good. Oh, really quick. Just want to talk about future things to come. I'm adding a little segment called Nostalgia, where every week I'm going to review a movie that was cherish in people's childhoods, or most people's childhoods at least. Some will be good, some will be bad. And next week I'm going to be starting with Space Jam. Yeah, Space Jam. Just be ready for that. So like always, I'm John, aka Mockman Jones. If you liked this and you're looking forward to future reviews and videos, please subscribe. You can see my Facebook and my Twitter down below. See you next time.